Are you alive?
I'm alive.
Are you alive, Mike?
Theoretically, yes.
Are you gonna get into your theories of?
I feel like I'm in a dream state.
What's your theory on that now?
We're not putting that out to the
So we are live today for our coffee and comics. What is today? September something. I gotta say closer to Mike.
Yeah. The 29th.
The 29th, but these comics are coming out
October 3rd.
We're
supposed to see that at the same time.
So I don't want to.
I did not know that. Also,
I'm sorry if I'm too close for
my
comfort,
excuse.
but my
It
hat's
doesn't
too
look
big.
like we're too close.
My hat's too
Your
big.
hat's intruding on my hat's airspace.
You're not wearing a hat.
It's invisible.
Oh, these things.
I got a compliment on my hat by someone outside, and Jenna was like, they didn't compliment me on my hat.
And you're like, you're wearing a hat? I'm like, I've been with you all day.
Well, so let's just get right into it. Happy National Coffee Day, everybody. I don't want
I didn't know that either. That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, that's great. There's a lot of days. There's a day for everything now.
There is a day for everything.
Yeah.
And can I tell you, I know you remember I told you I do this whole craft beer thing, and I think you would really like Departed Souls in Jersey City. It's a craft brewery, and they have they're actually, they focus on gluten-free beers.
Okay.
And they had a coffee stout.
I knew you were going to say coffee stout.
It was really good, though.
Okay,
It's very,
I'll
very
try it. I normally don't
Well,
enjoy stouts, but I will try it.
Okay. No, it's actually, it tastes like just like a nitro cold brew. That's what it tastes like.
Oh.
And it's really good. But anyway, since not a lot of you are from the Jersey area, let's move on to other national coffee stuff. Or
I was
comics.
not prepared for National Coffee Day discussion. I generally take my coffee
We didn't
black.
brief him today.
If I have Reese's peanut butter creamer, I will use that.
Oh yeah, you did say you like that.
Yep.
Reese's
good.
peanut butter creamer. I do not particularly like this brand of coffee. I won't even. Well,
The New York Jets brand of coffee, brought to you by
Jets.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Brought to us by Dunkin' Donuts just because it was free. But
oh, please don't get angry.
I
You
heard
said
why
the
you
other
went to
day
Dunkin'
you
Donuts?
love Dunkin' Donuts, but now you gotta be.
because they wouldn't let me get a macchiato for free. They wouldn't let
It's
me
not
get
National Macchiato Day.
Yeah, but it's coffee. Espresso is coffee, and they're like, no, it's gotta be a regular coffee. Okay, this is gross.
Moving on.
All right, we're gonna start with Dark Horse. Are you okay with that?
Dark Horse. I think we should give a shout out to Walk Through Hell by Aftershock. We go alphabetical by publisher, right? We were doing that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we go by
so-
culture.
Walk Through Hell, I'm excited for. I've been looking forward to the end of the arc. It's sort of like an X-File-ish procedural horror-y book.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that one's been doing well, and I've been really interested in seeing where it's going to go.
Gotcha.
And definitely going to be having the trade around here. So it's you don't get a lot of horror stuff, so it's cool when it comes out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What number is that?
Number 5.
And just for you guys, for FYI, if you didn't know who this gentleman was, this is Mike, who owns Manifest Comics, where we do our live streams. So we forced him
We're
to come on.
inside my shop. Here we are.
So I was excited about. So I really love Harrow County, and the Harrow County trade paperback is coming out this week.
Which
so
one?
The very last one. The very last one
Volume
because
8.
yep,
Done come back.
volume 8, and we done come back. Done come back.
Is there going to be an omnibus?
I think there is, yes. But one thing good thing you're here. Don't forget, I think at some point this month, the Hungry Ghosts hardcover is coming out. I think it's like $120 something dollars, the Anthony Bourdain one. If you can order that for me, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I really want that in hardcover. But so Harrow County, they've mentioned so many times that there was going to be a show about it, but that actually really is still happening.
Oh.
It was just that the Universal Cable Studios and Dark Horse were coming up with some, or they needed to finish a deal. And they need to finish a deal. So now I think they have finished that deal, and it's past the pilot script. So I think casting is next, and then there will be an announcement that this show is coming in either 2019 or 2020.
Is that going to be on Sci-Fi?
It's going to be on Sci-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So because they just mentioned it, and we got really excited about it, but that was 2 years ago, and now
calling us liars.
yeah. So we're not liars.
They take time. I mean, I remember when Witches came out a few years ago from Image by Scott Snyder, and it was like picked up, like the rights were purchased before it was even released, so the book was crazy hot in New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And we don't have a show.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes this stuff gets fast tracked. Like I think I just heard about The Boys being optioned a while ago, and now they have like all these production stills and posters for it. But sometimes it's slow.
Gotcha.
You know, it's a slow, long creative process.
And also just everyone it's like politics and money and stuff
Yeah.
too, of course.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bargaining.
Let's move on to DC.
Woo!
What you guys got for DC?
Wonder Woman, Justice League,
Yes, that's the one that I'm like
Dark,
most excited about.
Witches.
The Witching Hour.
The Witching Hour.
We do the whole title.
The whole
Wonder
title.
Woman and Justice League Dark. Witching Hour #1.
By James
T.
Tinian.
Tinian.
T. Tinian.
T. Tinian, the fourth.
The third.
Third.
He's a great writer. I'm really excited for this. I love Wonder Woman. I love witches. So it's gonna be good.
Eugenic was such a good miniseries, so that's why I got excited about this little. It's like a 5-issue run, I think. For,
5, yeah.
If this crossover is like Eugenic, I think most DC fans will riot.
Why?
Because a lot of fans right now are very upset that Heroes in Crisis is like, quote, too dark.
Okay.
Because it's like very psychological. There's a lot of violence and death in the first issue.
Right.
And Rebirth was very much pitched as like a return to the Silver Age, like fun and bright sensibilities. And so we'll see if they're following up like back-to-back weeks with like another big dark book. I don't know if the internet can take it.
T. Tinian. He was really great on Batwoman though.
Yeah.
He got pretty psychological there, but it wasn't anything that wasn't graspable.
I think if you're
Within grasp.
That wasn't within
Within
grasp.
within your graspable range.
well, like anything with witches typically tends to be like a dark genre, so I don't see why this. I think it should just dive in deep in terms of darkness.
I hope so. I like it when things are darker generally in comics. Like, and that's not like color palette. You can still be like bright. You can still have moments of levity. So it's my toddler if he's wandering into the shop.
He's okay.
He is also here in his Spider-Man shirt. I'm really looking forward to, not that I'm going to try it because I haven't drawn in a while, aside from for my toddler, but they're doing all these blanks for, like, I guess there's like draw a comic day or there's like draw a comic over a weekend, like this challenge. And DC is offering
the Wonder Woman
a Batman, a Wonder Woman, and a Superman book, and they're not just blank covers, they're blank on the inside.
Yes.
So you get like the trade dress, so it looks like you have like a Wonder Woman comic, and you or someone else, like someone you hire if you want, you know, they draw the cover and all the insides, all the guts, they make a comic. And so if you want to take part in that challenge, like that's what they're for, or if you just want to have it for an aspiring arrist.
I am going to hire Ember as the artist, and you are going to do the story.
I think it should be the other way around. I think it'd be a more interesting story and possibly more hilarious art.
If Ember does it, a toddler tells the Wonder Woman story, and then okay, you're drawing it then.
Okay, sure. I don't know if we'll get this done in like one weekend, like we're supposed to, but he's got a toddler attention
That's a
span.
lot of work though for one weekend. That's
it's like the is it like the challenge where you write a book and is it November, I think? So that's coming up.
It's like NaNoWriMo?
NaNoWriMo.
National Novel Writing Month.
Oh, I didn't know that's what
all abbreviated.
NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month.
And
You
like
write
Element.
1,000 words a day. It's 1,000 words a day. So then you have 30,000 words at the end of the month, right? Or is it? Yeah, November's.
I don't know because I'll never do it.
Jenna's gonna do
That's
it.
I
so
always
many
say I'm gonna
words.
do it, but then I'm just like.
If they were like 500 words, no, too many. If they were like 300 words a day, I might try it.
Yeah.
500's a lot of words to average.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're people text all day, I'm sure you're going through at least 500 words a day in text.
But like 500-word papers were obnoxious in college. You know,
Well,
500 word
like,
papers in
you're just
college.
like, why do I have to do this?
What college did you go to writing 500 words?
I went to Seton Hall University. And it was just fine, thank you.
I went to Harvard on the Boulevard, so.
Harvard on the
There you
Boulevard.
go. Yeah.
I like that. So let's, unless you guys have more for DC that you're excited about.
I'm sure I'm missing something. Let me just do like a quick scan.
Well, was it Wonder Woman? No, another new Batman? Another new Wonder Woman?
There is a new Batman. There's also, I think Deathstroke starts a new arc. That one's been picking up a lot because they recently did like a whole Batman Deathstroke story arc. So that one will probably be pretty hot as well. Yeah, I think that covers it though.
That covers it, so I can move on to Image?
Yes.
Oh, let's go to Image.
Yes! Okay, so I found Blackbird #1 to be interesting, and I don't know if you, I'll read
Jen
this.
Bartel. Sorry.
Yes, and I'm going to read the synopsis for it. So, Nina Rodriguez is positive that a secret magic world ruled by ruthless cabals is hiding just beneath the veneer of Los Angeles. The problem? Everyone thinks she's crazy. The bigger problem, she's not crazy. She's right. Can she unravel the mystery before the great beast catches up with her? So I just really liked how it, like, I like the plot of this. It seems like something similar to Snot Girl, where it was like kind of fashion-y because it's based in Los Angeles.
Okay.
But you also have a female protagonist and magic. Give me all those things, and I think
And
I'll
Jen
read it.
Bartel.
And Jen Bartel.
Yeah, she's like going supernova right now. Like she's really blowing up. So this release and then being at New York Comic Con, which is next week as well.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna really take off this year.
Yeah.
There's also a variant cover by Fiona Staples.
Oh,
so
man.
another awesome female creator.
Yes.
Yeah, Jen Bartel's also doing Uncanny X-Men.
I think she's gonna be on the maxi series on that as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So that was that. Dead Rabbit #1 looked interesting, but I don't think I would pick it up right away, just because I don't know. It's the art looks cool, but the storyline of like this, what's it? Not a mobster, but
it's sort of like a vigilante that like vanished / retired and was sort of becoming like an urban legend, even though like people knew he like actually existed, and then he comes back.
Yeah. I don't know. The storyline just seems kind of done already. I feel like I've seen that already.
A lot of this stuff is about execution. You know,
Yeah.
it's a cool character design. You know, I like. I'm just being an X-Men fan. I'm kind of a sucker for like the X imagery, but also just like the black with the red X's. I really like that design on Cyclops when he had it. It was very eye-catching, and then it was also like his most radical, revolutionary self. So seeing that, I'm a little more drawn to it. I think.
Yeah, that the coloring of this comic definitely is intriguing, but the storyline, I might just wait and see what people think about it. Cool. And we got Die 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 #3. How is that being received?
Pretty well. I mean, the first issue is definitely like the gimmick of the complete surprise release, which is just unheard of.
Do you think that it needed the gimmick in order to get the attention of...
I don't think it necessarily needed the gimmick. I think, though, Kirkman, for a very long time, has been trying to shift the industry back to what he thinks, and a lot of people think are its like more positive roots. And the purpose of Die 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 was that websites like Newsarama and Bleeding Cool and CBR and all these websites
they leak all this.
Yeah, they'll leak stuff 3 months before it comes out, and a full month before stores can even order a book. Before and then it's 200 months before the book even hits the shelves. So there's no surprise anymore. And in Die Die Die, the letter to everyone and the retailers included was, it was so cool going to comic shops and discovering what came out that day. And that's why I wanted to do it. So I don't know if it needed the gimmick. I think he thinks the industry needs more stuff like that. And I don't disagree. I just don't know that many people have the money and clout to make that happen.
Gotcha. I'm curious. I didn't look at all of the panels for New York Comic Con, but I'm sure that's probably a subject that they'll touch on like a Thursday panel, like for comic shop owners, like how to bring back that element of surprise or the nostalgia of going to a comic shop.
He has. I think he's on 2 panels. Robert Kirkman. That I saw. Yeah. So we got to plan that out.
Oh yeah. But you're going Thursday, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. And are you going any other days?
Probably not. I really, really like Thursday, even if I didn't have to go, because that's when a lot of the retailer stuff is.
Yeah.
I like it busy and buzzy enough, and then I just don't need to rub against that many shoulders. So, it's tough. And plus, my son is going on 2.5. He's been to.
He's cosplaying though, right?
I don't know if we're cosplaying, but he's been to the first 2 of his life, so he's got to go 3 years in a row now.
Yeah. And their children are free, right? You just bring them in.
Yeah, up to a certain.
They're part of your cosplay.
Like actual like full size children, they charge for them, but that's why Sunday's crazy because Sunday is like kids free.
Gotcha. Okay. So the other things, just really quickly, after Die Die Die, we have a Gravedigger Union Volume 2 coming out, Magic Order number 4, and then Paper Girls number 25.
Paper Girls.
And so that's what we have for Image. Do you?
Good. With Walking Dead Day coming up, like that's.
Okay,
I'm
Walking
not saying
Dead
you personally have to be
up.
excited about it. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be a big book. A lot of people will be excited for it, especially leading into Walking Dead Day.
Yes.
On October 13th. So.
Have you kept
that'll
up
be a
with
big
the
one.
newer story arcs?
I probably stopped around issue 150 or so.
Oh, so I'm a little even. I'm actually further than you. I stopped around 166, and yeah, after the what's it called?
The New World Order stuff, I'm not very interested in, but he could surprise me.
Yeah.
But when that stuff was solicited, I was like, I don't know.
That's kind of why I'm interested in just catching back up with the show. Like I stopped watching the show maybe 2 seasons ago, 1 season ago.
I think you watched the last season, didn't you?
I didn't finish.
I think you were watching it on your
I
phone
didn't
just
finish
now.
it either.
I'm watching it on my phone.
Right now, she's watching
But
it.
I don't think I'm gonna finish
I
it.
think I do want to catch up on that just to see how they reintroduce John Bernthal.
Oh, yeah.
Shane.
Well, it's
Punisher.
gonna be flashbacks,
Punisher.
right? Obviously.
Oh, it has to, obviously, yeah, it has to be flashbacks.
Right.
So I want to see how that happens. I want to see how Andrew Lincoln leaves, and then I also want to see Daryl mentioned that him and Andrew Lincoln, what's his name? Daryl Dixon. No, his real name, Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus mentioned that him and Andrew Lincoln have a pact that if one of them leaves the show, the other one has to leave too.
But he just said he's in it till the end.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just like,
I don't know.
I feel like it's just a negotiating tactic now. He's just like, are you gonna pay me more or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone loves me.
Yeah, it's like you can lose us both if you want. Like I'll leave.
I don't know. Hopefully Norman Reedus is a man of his word and he's with his boy and he's like, you know what, I'm out too. Peace.
Sure.
He's ride or
not?
die.
He can make as much money as he wants. Like, if
That's
they're gonna pay him more, like more power to him. I don't think they owe the show, and the show doesn't owe us. Like nobody owes anybody anything really. You know, it's just unfortunately the way the world is.
Yeah.
So we as fans will always think like they owe us something. And it's like, no, get paid if you want, Norman. Go for it. I don't know your life.
That's true. But do you guys have anything for Marvel?
From Marvel,
No.
I like how you just like toss that over. And you're just like, I don't want to talk about this.
Next.
I'll look. I'll do a quick look. I'm always like, there's new stuff, so much new stuff coming out. Superior Octopus, I think, will do pretty well. Spider-Geddon, for the longest time, was not tracking well over here, and then like Spider-Geddon. And then just like last week with the release of issue 0, which was the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man entered the Spider-Verse, and everyone went nuts over that. And so I think there's going to be a lot of interest in just like Spider-Geddon, Spider-Verse stuff in general.
Gotcha.
And then we have
Magneto.
the What If books. The What If one-shots are doing new What Ifs for the first time in forever.
Oh.
And those are something talking about sort of what, just like Kirkman's general sensibility of like what made comics cool.
Okay.
Part of it was, I thought as a kid, was just like stories like Elseworld stuff for DC or What If stuff for Marvel or alternate timeline stuff, you know, for both companies. They didn't always have to be in continuity to be really cool stories.
Gotcha.
Sometimes the idea that they were riffing off of something is what made them so cool. You knew it didn't matter, and so they could tell the story they wanted.
Got it.
And so I'm really excited for the What If. Like, I feel like a little kid when I see like a What If cover, so I'm
And
really
it's a
excited
What
to
If
get
for-
new What If
for
stories.
who?
There's going to be a What If X-Men, and there's going to be a What If Spider-Man.
Okay, that is actually.
And they are doing, I think, like 5 or 6 total, but they're just
Gotcha.
releasing the 2 next week. So I'm pretty pumped for those myself.
All right. And when I was a nanny for a really long time, and the kids were obsessed with X-Men, but like the books that you pick up for kids. So they would always call him Magneto. Is it Magneto or Magneto?
Magneto? It's Magneto.
Magneto.
It is
It's
Magneto. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're pronouncing it wrong, but I guess they were right.
Oh
Lisa!
So I probably told them, no, it's Magneto. Like.
no. So the punchline is you got a bunch of kids made fun of later on in school when they're telling
Good
everyone
job,
it's
Lisa.
Magneto.
And they're like, no, my nanny said it's
gosh.
Magneto.
Yeah, they are doing the X-Men Black stuff. This is why we're talking about Magneto.
Yes.
But that's, I don't know, like I'm a big X-Men fan, but I'm less a villains one-shots fan, this feels like a money grab, and I think they're just trying to sell the books based on the fact the regular cover is J. Scott Campbell.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
And like that's nice, you know, if you like collecting covers. But unless the story is good, I'm not very interested. There's enough like okay X-Men stories.
So, because we've been talking for a while, I think we should wrap up with some geek news that's out there. Yes?
Birds of Prey is being cast.
Birds of Prey is being cast, and we have Elizabeth Mary Winstead.
Yes.
From Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. She's
Cloverfield.
Yeah,
Cloverfield.
and Cloverfield. That
Blake.
Yeah.
You love that too!
You also like
So
Scott
excited.
Pilgrim. You've never seen it.
Oh, you've never
You'll
seen
see it one day.
You'll
One
see
day.
it?
Not today.
It's a bit seizure inducing for you right now.
Yeah, you'll get to see it. But
Yeah.
I guess you really like Elizabeth, what's her name? Elizabeth Mary Winstead. But also, I was excited because I'm a big True Blood fan. The daughter, what's his name's daughter in True Blood? Her name is Journey Smollett Bell, and she is playing. Yeah, Journey Smollett Bell. She's playing Black Canary.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that because now she's all like grown up. In True Blood, she was a little kid. So
It's just cool they cast her like a mixed race actor.
Yeah,
in the role,
totally.
Where they're just like, well, this is what we want to do. We want a more diverse cast, a more representative cast.
Yes.
And the trolls can come at us. Is that what you
Do
think?
you like Harry Potter? Do you like Harry Potter, Ember? Does you know what Harry Potter is? No? Well, that's my segue into
The Fantastic Beasts?
the Fantastic Beasts trailer that I saw while I was watching This Is Us.
Jude Law.
I was watching This Is Us and I was like, oh, Fantastic Beasts! Because it was like a commercial. And yes, that was really cool. No, he's fine. Don't worry. He wants to give us sparkly gifts that it found on the floor. But then there's a lot of trailers that came out this past week. So Transformers was one for Bumblebee. Catch it.
Right in my face. Oh, okay. I got it. Thank you.
And then we had X-Men Phoenix.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. And
That comes out on Valentine's Day.
with Sophie Turner.
Oh, they've pushed it back.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That
Yeah.
was
It's crazy. They released the trailer,
And then they're like,
then
wait.
2 days later, they're like, it's gonna be June. July. It might be July.
Yeah.
They're like, nah.
Hey, that's a lot to catch. That
Well,
has
is there-
one hand.
No, you could catch all of that.
Is there going to be a lot that it's going to be competing with?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look at the slate. I
dropped
wonder
it.
if they may want to do some other reshoots, or the big
Right.
rumors, of course, are going to be that now that Kevin Feige has been put in charge of all of the Fox movies, that and like leading into the official merger, that this is my life, everyone.
I got it.
That they're going to make some reshoots to help lead into an eventual joining of the universes. And if you think about it, you're kind of like, your two easy ways to join the universes might be either something as powerful as the Infinity Gauntlet or something as powerful as the Phoenix.
Okay.
So maybe, that's what everyone's like hoping that is leading to the delay.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
In July.
In July.
So we mentioned to you guys that we stayed with a bunch of nuns in Rome when we went to Italy, and this is why I'm kind of excited that there may be a Sister Act reboot. So Whoopi Goldberg was like,
Your segues.
I'm the Segway queen, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So Sister Act is going to be rebooting.
Okay.
And I can't even do part And that was, I think Whoopi Goldberg just mentioned it. Wow, we have
Okay.
so many
Nice.
dice. What are we going to play?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Are we?
Sure.
Wow.
Let's do it.
I don't think you need
Let's
this
do
many
so
dice.
many dragons.
Throwing.
Well, you need some different
Oh my
dice.
goodness.
You maybe only need like 1 or 2 d20s. Really good.
Okay.
You need all of these.
We don't need all of these
No,
dice.
you certainly
All of
do
these
not.
dice.
You certainly do not.
But I think
The
that
more you catch, the more he's going to bring. So that's why I was like, no,
That's what
man,
I
I
was
can only
hoping
catch
for.
one.
So I think that wraps up our coffee and comics for today. I hope you guys enjoy National Coffee Day
Yeah, very
with
special
comics.
coffee and comics.
Drink lots of coffee today.
Yes.
Okay.
And read lots of comics.
Yes.
So until next week, let's start a fire.
Figuratively. There's a child in the room.
Have a oh yes, there's a, figuratively. Does he know what figuratively means?
No.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. We will see you next week.
Bye.